The understanding of faith as it relates to what I do vocationally has been a huge, huge change, a transformation really, from business being transactional to becoming relational. Through meeting a lot of business folks, I started to search, what does Scripture say about business? Why does it exist? And I found that there were we're talking thousands of believers in our community that love the Lord, yet who couldn't connect why they did vocationally with what their convictions were about Scripture and truth, and they couldn't put them together. And there's this big gap, this big void of trying to put these worlds together. Discipleship is really about development and developing people into what they're called to do, what that pre-design that God's given them, and how to apply that design into what they do vocationally. That is what discipleship is. The company that we worked with, a great company based in Seattle, large firm in the engineering space, but if you talk to the employees, there's tremendous dissatisfaction. There was angst in the workplace. I think most people that work there were awaiting their next best opportunity to leave. We saw our work as to redeem that culture, as to restore it. And it was very much about not moving people out and bringing in new people, but actually trying to find what God had equipped them to be. And although most of them were not believers, and the owner certainly was not, the idea of trying to understand someone's design and move them into, in a Stephen Covey-ish, the right seat on the bus, what happened in that company is all the employee surveys said their joy went up significantly, all from trying to see people related to how God's naturally gifted them, move them into the right roles related to that giftedness, empower them and letting them flourish. And it's been an amazing story to see a company go from basically we need to sell it and get rid of this thing to being very successful and starting other companies out of it. So I think if we all look back, we'll find a thread that says, God's made me this way. And from the time I was little, this has appealed to me. I've always had an interest in this. I've always had a fascination in this. And so the more we can take people back to what's always been that thread in us, and then how can we weave our application of that thread into what we do. So the word vocation comes from a Greek word vocare, and that word means calling. So our vocation should be our calling. Our calling is, who are we? And we can look for that thread. Then if we could overlay what we do on top of that design, we'll probably find joy and purpose and alignment. And because of sin, there's toil, meaning at times it will be hard, but you're going to be doing the right thing. And getting people empowered in that role, they'll be successful. And as you do that, the organizations thrive and they redeem.